Hey guys, welcome to another episode of OUTspoken. I'm Josh.
I'm Jeb.
I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Brian.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Today we have a little bit to talk about. Breaking news today. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are getting divorced.
The end of an era.
The end of an era.
The end of an era
literally.
of pop culture.
Right. It's a little surprising to me. Were you guys surprised or not surprised?
I'm not surprised.
Oh,
That's
no.
what she deserves. And she's trash.
Oh.
So, well, tell us how you
get
feel.
right into it.
All right.
She's a fucking savage. But I agree. I do believe, karma. Karma leaders does not play. She'll come after you even if it's 10 years later.
Mm-hmm. You know
How long
Jennifer
were they
Aniston.
married?
I don't know if they were married, but they've been together like 10 or 11 years now.
Yeah.
I think. Longer than him and Jennifer were.
You lose them how you get them. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure, we go behind the scenes. I'm pretty sure there was a little bit of infidelity.
Hasn't been confirmed yet. That's not a
We
fact.
don't know all the details.
Allegedly.
We don't know the details.
Apparently he was cheating with an actress.
Brad was cheating with an actress.
Like working on some movie and he was like, I fell in love on this movie, on this set.
They're actually doing the remake of Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
But how do you guys feel about like infidelity and
Home wrecking.
Home wrecking. Would you date a person who is with someone but they're promising they'll break it off with that person to be with you?
No. Because if they would do it to that person, they'd do it to me.
That's right.
I couldn't at this point in my life, but when I was younger, I know that not that I never did really, but there were people that maybe had relationships and they were in a relationship and they would flirt with me and try to, I kind of like them and I was a dumb 20-year-old. It never went anywhere, but I'm just saying I can understand how that could happen if you're, don't love yourself. So,
Just the other day, I was at Fault Line. It's a gay bar, Silver Lake. And I was there and there was this couple that one of them was pretty much trying to get fresh with me, and I was like, honestly, I said, I don't really, I was like, that's your boyfriend, like, I don't feel comfortable with it. Even he's like, oh no, he's like, he's fine, don't worry about him.
I don't feel comfortable with it.
To me, that's an instant turn off. Like, I just don't no.
Yeah.
And I think what happened with Brad and Angelina, I mean, come on. Like, if Angelina didn't think that this was coming, not that he cheated on her, we don't know, we don't have facts on that.
We don't.
But do you seriously think that it's gonna work out with somebody who will leave another person that they've already devoted themselves to before, like, ending all of that and just going directly? Do you think, like, you can't be with somebody who makes decisions like that, I think.
Close your legs to married men.
In the words
Close your legs to married men. You're playing for the wrong team.
The 80-20 rule, I think I saw it in one of Tyler Perry's movies.
Yeah.
Your wife, 80%, she's giving you 80% for your mistress, which is 20%. It's that 20% of happiness that you're not getting probably from your wife. It makes you want to wander off. So you gotta is it worth it in the end? And honestly, if you're not happy, then by all means, get a divorce.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, this is one thing, I don't like, the whole term traditional values. One thing I will say I respect about old people, who have come before us, they really ride it out in their relationships. Like, once they make that decision and they, you see a lot of these couples that have been together for 50 years. My grandparents have been together for almost 50 now, and I'm just like, wow, like, they've been through a lot. But I'm like,
do you think that gay people overall as a community, we fight as hard as maybe an older generation, or do we just break up when something goes wrong?
Honestly, I don't even really think it's like a class of it's people of this sexuality do this versus this. I think it's more of a generational thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I feel like, yes, I do know of gay people who have been together for years and still ride it out, but they're older than us.
Yeah.
I think they've lived their life at a different time.
Right.
Things
It's
were
the whole
different.
millennial generation.
Or maybe
Not that it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing that people in people don't necessarily get together in relationships and stay together.
Yeah.
I just think that standards have changed. Like,
Yeah.
the game, like, people
Or maybe
people are more focused on their careers
stigma
now.
on divorce, and it's like, if you're not happy, leave. And so that's what's happening. A lot of people are getting divorced because you're not gonna get shamed anymore, or you shouldn't be. At the end of the day, you are what matters, and if you're not happy, leave the relationship.
But if you've never communicated to them and made a chance, given them a chance for you guys to come together and work it out, then that's not fair either. They have a long history together. They have 1,000 children together. Like, So if he, I mean, we're just all speculating. We don't know what's going on. But if he was unhappy enough to wander, I mean, I don't know how he could be unhappy with Angelina Jolie. I'm sorry. I think she's so hot.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, they're like the hottest couple.
She's
Like,
probably crazy. She's probably like insane. Like,
no, she was. I don't think anymore. I think back in the day, like the last 10, 12, 15 years, she's dedicated herself to being a good person. Everything she does for the world,
I'm sure
all
she's
of her
great.
thing.
I'm sure she's great, but behind closed doors.
In Angelina's event, it's not a fair assumption to make of her. We don't know the facts. We don't even know why they're divorcing.
But it's fun to
We don't know.
speculate.
It is
really
really
happened 4 hours
as
ago,
somebody
so.
who looks at it like, no, you home wrecked, Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt. Like,
Sure did.
karma's gonna get you, whether it's 11 years later or 2 years later. It's gonna get you.
But why is the karma hitting her and not him, who's cheated on 2 wives?
You know what?
Supposedly.
Oh, I'm
why
sure
is it all
it's
Angelina?
definitely
It's
him.
always the woman.
I'm sure it is.
That
Yes.
it comes down to. It's always the
Right.
woman.
They always
Everyone
say
looks at
that,
Angelina. It was her fault.
You're
Granted,
right.
you shouldn't home wreck. I get it, but the fault lies more with him.
Yep.
He had a wife
You're
who
right.
was happily with her, and Angelina, I feel, got all of the brunt of that
You're right. I
relationship
have
the
to agree
first
with you
time.
on that.
But, but he's Brad Pitt.
Yeah, well, whatever. Straight white men, they're the worst. Everything wrong with our country is because of straight white men.
I mean,
Everything.
look at Donald
I'm
Trump.
glad you're
Everything.
acknowledging your privilege.
I'm not straight,
He's not straight, bro.
but
All
I
right.
am white, unfortunately. But
Stop.
No.
Alrighty, you guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Outspoken. Please, again, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. All the links will be beautifully placed right here.
hopefully, otherwise we just look really stupid going like this.
Yeah.
So.
You guys have clean hands. Your hands are very clean.
Right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Right here.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Bye.
you.
See ya.